Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Friday, January 12th, 2023. This is going to be a quick show for a Friday. You know the drill. We're going to start with news and notes only because the biggest story in the NFL has officially broke. The Patriots and Bill Belichick are parting ways. We've been talking about this on the show a lot. It's not a big surprise. This has been rumored since the middle of the year. Now the question is what's next for Bill. He has a lot of choices. They could go to Washington's out on him. He could go to the Chargers with Justin Herbert. He could go to Atlanta and get a new quarterback and pick his own quarterback. Or it could be somebody that we're not thinking of that hasn't made a coaching move yet, like Dallas or somebody like that, New Orleans, the Raiders. So we'll talk more about this in a special show that I'm going to record either tonight or tomorrow. So just keep an eye out for that. And other news and notes, they had the press conference, obviously. They just said it was time, meeting him and Robert Kraft. John Tortorella ripped the reporter after reports claimed Kevin Hayes influenced Cutter Gauthier trade. Marcus Smart out 6 weeks with severe right finger injury. That's not great for Memphis. Well, they should be tanking anyway. Tom Brady honored Belichick. DeJounte Murray trade interest is gauging among teams interested, the Lakers and the Knicks. Everybody but Stephen Curry is on the table at the trade deadline, according to Shams. So that tells you where the Warriors are. And then before that report came out, it was reported that Golden State talked Siakam with the Raptors, and they spoke in recent weeks. Emeka Egbuka will forego the NFL draft for another season with the Buckeyes. That's good for Ohio State. So Jalen Hurts is not throwing. Jalen says he hasn't thrown since finger injury in Week 18. Denzel Ward's questionable tomorrow with the knee injury. Mike Vrabel has a lot of options. Raiders, Patriots, Chargers, Commanders. And then, of course, Bill said he still wants to coach. But it looks like the Patriots have a succession plan. It's Gerard Mayo. Like I said, we're going to talk more about this on a special show. Juan Soto gets a record arbitration deal, 1 year, $30 million or $31 million. Mets and Alonso's 1 year, $20.5. The Yankees land Marcus Stroman on a 2 year, $37 million deal. I talked about the possibility that this was going to happen, but it was also reported that the Yankees have made an offer to Blake Snell. That would be wild if they got him. Teams interested in Jordan Hicks include the Yankees and the Astros. The Celtics pulled their starters in the second half after a 40-point blowout against the Bucks. John Morant posts after a story. He said he's ready to get through this trying time after season-ending injury. Steve Kerr says the Warriors are lacking confidence after the worst home loss of the Kerr era to New Orleans the other night in the ABC game. The NBA draft format may change as the draft will be held on 2 nights pending sign-off from Players Association. Not a bad idea. How about this? Dabo Swinney has a Bama clause in his contract as he would have to pay 150% of the annual buyout if he chooses to coach at Alabama. And then 3 more candidates emerge. Tommy Rees of Alabama, Florida State's Mike Norvell, and Washington's Kalen DeBoer. I like DeBoer the best of those, although Norvell did a great job this year as well. Quinn Ewers is returning to the Longhorns. Dan Lenning says he's staying at Oregon, which Oregon fans should be happy about, and Bama fans, I think, have better options than him. I said that the other day. Bama fans were chanting anybody but Dabo as they were mourning Nick Saban's retirement. That's crazy. Marvin Harrison Jr. to the draft. That was inevitable. The Brewers signed Devin Williams to 1 year, $7.25 deal with the club option. White Sox and Cease avoid arbitration, $8 million. A trade happened that kind of flew under the radar. The Dodgers trade Yency Almonte to the Cubs. That's an interesting pickup for them. Cleveland and Shane Bieber avoid arbitration, $13.1.25. Braves Max Fried avoid arbitration, 1 for 15. Oklahoma lands a 7th-year quarterback. Last played with Texas, Nebraska, and FAU. Former number 2 receiver of the 2022 class, Evan Stewart, is leaving Texas A&M to join Oregon. That's a big pickup for the Ducks. And that's it for news and notes. Then we'll do college basketball. We're just going to go over notable results. That's how much little time I have today. And then we will look ahead to the slate for tonight and then notables from the weekend. Number 24, FAU over Tulane, 85-84. Maryland over Michigan, 64-57. Utah over UCLA, 90-44. Number 10, Illinois over Michigan State, 78-168. Louisiana Tech over Middle Tennessee, 60-52. Santa Clara upsets number 23, Gonzaga, 77-76. San Francisco over San Diego, 83-63. Pepperdine over Pacific, 93-78. Washington over Arizona State, 82-67, so best bet loses. Stanford over Oregon State, 88-84 in overtime. St. Mary's over Portland, 95-52. All right, today, 3 o'clock, Cleveland State, Milwaukee. So Milwaukee 1.4 total 152 and 9/10 is the projections. And it is, let's see, 2.5 and 158.5. Under. 6:30 Fox Sports 1 Minnesota, Indiana. Mine's Indiana 4.25 to 146 and 2/5 cents, 4.5 and 146.5. That is so close. Slight lean towards Minnesota. ESPNU 7 o'clock. Rice, South Florida. My line South Florida 4.25 to 147 and 1/5. And it's 5.5 at 145.5. Slight over. ESPN 2, Dayton Duquesne. My line is Dayton by 1 total 141 and 7/10. And it's Duquesne 1.5 total 139.5. I'm gonna say Dayton plus the 1.5 and plus 102. Manhattan Rider. My line is Rider 5.7 total 144.5, and it's 9.5 and 143.5. I'm gonna actually take Manhattan getting the points. Quinnipiac Marist, my line is Quinnipiac 9/10 total 139 and 7/20, and it is Marist 1.5 total 139.5. Woo! I did not expect to see Marist with the minus. Give me Quinnipiac plus the points and plus 104. Fairfield Niagara, my line is Fairfield 1.25 to 146 in the 5th, and it's 2.5 and 147.5. Slight under. Siena Canisius, my line is Canisius 6.2 to 143 and 7/20. And it's 10.5 and 141.5. I'm gonna take Siena and the points. CBS Sports Network Buffalo Akron, my line's Akron 13.9 to 144 and a 20th. And 17.5 and 142.5. I'm gonna take Buffalo and the points. Purdue Fort Wayne and Robert Morris. My line is Purdue Fort Wayne 3.3 to 151 and 3/10, and it's 4.5 and 152.5. It's literally the same in terms of differential. I'm going to do slight lean under. Safer bet. Stetson Queens. My line is Stetson 1.6 to 152 and a tenth. And we have Queens 1.5 total 158.5 under. Jacksonville, North Florida. My line is North Florida by an eighth total 148 and 4 fifths. And it's 3.5 and 144.5. That's a hard one, but I'm going to actually take Jacksonville plus the 3.5. Gulf Coast, Kennesaw State. My line's Kennesaw 7.2 to 153. And it's 7.5 and 152.5. Slight over. DePaul, Villanova. 8:30 Fox Sports 1. My line's Villanova 12.5 to 139 and 13/20. It's 19.5 and 136.5. I'm going to take DePaul to cover. Way too many points. Wright State, Youngstown State, 9 o'clock on ESPN2. My line is Youngstown State by 2.5 to 158 and 3 fifths. And it is 1.5 and 165.5 under. 9:30 Big Ten Network, Nebraska, Iowa. Mine's Nebraska by a tenth, total 155 and 3/20, and it's 4.5 in favor of Iowa, total 165.5. I'm still taking the under. And last but not least, 10:30 Fox Sports 1, Boise State, Nevada. My line's Nevada by 6 to 139 and a fifth, and it's 6.5 and 140.5. Slight lean towards the under. Saturday notables. 12 o'clock, ESPN2, number 5, Tennessee, Georgia. ESPN, Syracuse, number 7, North Carolina. Big Ten Network, Northwestern, number 15, Wisconsin. CW, NC State, Louisville. Fox Sports 1, Seton Hall, Butler. ESPNU, Morehead State, SU, Edwardsville, 12:30, USA, VCU, LaSalle. 1 o'clock on Fox, St. John's, number 22, Creighton. SEC Network, Vandy, Ole Miss. 2 o'clock, number 9, Oklahoma, number 3, Kansas. Why isn't that on a bigger stage? Oh, I know why. Because Kentucky gets favoritism all the time. On ESPN at 2 o'clock, number 6, Kentucky at Texas A&M. On CBS, number 19, San Diego State, New Mexico. ESPN2, Virginia, Wake. Belmont, Indiana State. Fox Sports 1, Xavier, Providence. Davidson, George Washington, UMass, Rhode Island. 2:15, Big Ten Network, Purdue hosts Penn State, number 1, Purdue. Soon to not be number 1, Purdue. CW Network, Florida State, Notre Dame. USA Network, 2:30, Fordham, St. Bonaventure. 3 o'clock, CBS Sports Network, number 20, Utah State at UNLV. ACC Network, BC, number 21, Clemson. 3:30, SEC Network, South Carolina, Missouri. 4 o'clock, number 18, BYU, UCF. ESPN2, Kansas State, Texas Tech. SMU, East Carolina. Fresno, Wyoming. On ESPN, Arkansas, Florida. ESPNU, St. Joe's, Loyola, Chicago. Sneaky okay game. Right there. 5 o'clock, ACC Network, Georgia Tech at number 11, Duke. ESPN, 6 o'clock, number 2, Houston at TCU. Pac-12 Network, number 8, Arizona at Wazoo. SEC Network, LSU at number 16, Auburn. Number 25, Texas at West Virginia. ESPN2, Oklahoma State at Iowa State. George Mason, Richmond. 7 o'clock, ACC Network, Miami, Vatech. Missouri State, Evansville is not terrible. Ball State, Toledo, St. Mary, Santa Clara. CBS Sports Arguments, Greensboro, Chattanooga. On ESPN, Cincinnati at number 14, Baylor. That is a great game. Pac-12 Network, Cal, Oregon. ESPNU, Charlotte, UTSA. ESPN2, Drake, Southern Illinois. That's really good. Tarleton State, Grand Canyon, sneaky good. 8:30, SEC Network, Alabama, Mississippi State. 9 o'clock, Pacific, Loyola, Marymount. 9:30, San Jose State Air Force. 10 o'clock, ESPN2, USC, Colorado. Pepperdine, San Diego, Portland, San Francisco. And ESPNU, Long Beach State, Santa Barbara. Sunday, 12 o'clock, Fox, Georgetown, number 4, UConn. UAB, number 24, at FAU. Big Ten Network, Rutgers, Michigan State. Santa Niagara, 1 o'clock, ESPN2, number 13, Memphis, Wichita State. Mount Mary's, Iona, Fairfield, Canisius, Cleveland State, Green Bay. 2 o'clock, Big Therick, Maryland, number 10, Illinois. St. Peter's, Manhattan. Ryder Maris, 3 o'clock, Tulane, Tulsa. Valpo, Illinois State. ESPN2, Liberty, La Tech. 4 o'clock, Northern Iowa, Murray State. CBS Sports Network, Delaware. UNC Wilmington, 5 o'clock, Pac-12 Network, Utah. Stanford, 7 o'clock, Pac-12 Network, Washington, and UCLA. All right, now move on to the NBA. We will go over the results from yesterday and look ahead to tonight and the weekend. All right, so Mavs over the Knicks, 128-124. In Paris, Cavs over the Nets, 111-102. Bucks over the Celtics, 135-102. Thunder over the Blazers, 139-77. Suns over the Lakers, 127-109. All right, big window tonight. We're going to do this as quick as possible. 7:30 ESPN, Kings, Sixers, wins. Kings 3.5 total, 233 and 7/10. And it is Sixers by 1, total 241. Embiid's out under. Pacers, Hawks, men's Hawks 5 3/4, total 248 and 3/10. And it is 5.5 and 251. Under, no Halliburton. Rockets, Pistons, my line is the Rockets by 7 3/4, so 228 and 4/5. And it's okay. Why the NBA lines all lock on me while doing the podcast? That's ridiculous. I really have to go to DraftKings to do these lines, do I? Where does ESPN have them? ESPN bet. Okay, Houston, 7.5 total. 226.5. Actually going to go with the over in that one. 8 o'clock Magic Heat. I have Heat 8.5 total, 225 and 320. Then it's 3.5 and 219.5. Over. Warriors, Bulls. My line is the Bulls by a quarter, total 227 and 9/10, and it's 3.5 and 227.5. I'm going to take the Warriors to cover. Clippers, Grizzlies. My line is the Clippers 7 1/4, total 225 and a quarter, and it is 8.5 and 226.5. Again, same distance. I'm going to say under. The place safe. Blazers, T-Wolves. Mine's T-Wolves 20 1/4, total 222 and 11/20. And it's 15.5 and 221.5. I'm going to lay to 15.5 of Minnesota. Hornets, Spurs. My line is the Spurs by 2 1/4, total 231 and 7/10. Or 3/4, and it's 2.5 and 240.5. Under. 9:30 Raptors, Jazz. Mine's Jazz by 3, total 232 and 9/10, and it's 2.5 and 238.5. Under. And last but not least, 10 o'clock ESPN, Pelicans, Nuggets. Mine's Nuggets by 8, total 227 and 7/20. And it's 8.5 and 228.5. I'm going to go with the slight under here. All right, Saturday, 7 o'clock. Rockets, Celtics, 7:30 Wizards, Hawks. 8 o'clock NBA TV, Warriors, Bucks, Magic, Thunder. 8:30 Pelicans, Mavs, Bulls, Spurs, Lakers, Jazz, 9:30. Sunday, 3:30 Pacers, Nuggets. 6 o'clock Hornets, Heat. 7 o'clock Kings, Bucks, Clippers, T-Wolves, and 9 o'clock Suns, Blazers. And we forgot. Oh, no, we did do last night. Never mind. Okay, NHL. We'll go over the results from yesterday and look ahead to tonight. All the stuff FanDuel has locked completely. We have to do DraftKings. So, NHL results. Sabres over the Sens 5-3. Sharks over the Habs 3-2. Oilers over the Wings 3-2 OT. Lightning over the Devils 4-3 OT. Panthers over the Kings 3-2 OT. Canucks over the Pens 4-3 OT. Kraken over the Caps 4-1. Canes over the Ducks 6-3. Isles over the Leafs 4-3 OT. Blues over the Rangers 5-2. Jets over the Blackhawks 2-1. Flames over the Coyotes 6-2. Golden Knights over the Bruins 2-1 in OT. Only 2 games tonight. 8 o'clock NHL. Preds Stars. Stars minus 175. Preds plus 145. Over under 6.5. Minus percentage weight. Preds plus 1.5 is minus 166. Dallas minus 1.5 plus 40. I like the under. And then 8 o'clock Flyers Wild. Wild -120, Flyers even money over under 6, overs -115, unders -105. Flyers +1/2 is -245, Wild -1/2 is +200. I'm going with money line even money. All right, Saturday 1 o'clock ABC, Rangers Caps. 4 o'clock Canucks Sabres, Sharks Sens. 6 o'clock Devils Panthers. 7 o'clock NHL Network Avs Leafs. Oilers Habs. Kings Red Wings. Ducks Bolts. Pens Canes. Kraken Jackets. Flyers Jets. Stars Blackhawks at 8. Bruins Blues. Isles Preds. Coyotes Wild. 10 o'clock Flames Golden Knights. And Sunday 1 o'clock on the NHL Network Caps at the Rangers, and 7 o'clock Red Wings at the Maple Leafs. All right, the NFL Wild Card Weekend picks. Doing a lot of thought into this. I don't know how much I'm going to lay per pick yet, but you guys know my drill for the playoffs. There's no Fab 5. I bet on everything I give out. All right. So, first up, 4:30 on NBC, you have the Browns against the Texans. I've picked them in 43 4/5, and it's 2 and 44.5. I'm going to take the Texans to cover the 2, but I do think the Browns will win the game. So it's a borderline slight lean Texans cover, but maybe the Browns win by 1, or this is a push, or maybe the Texans win outright. But I think that the Texans have the edge at quarterback, and they can hang around. And I know the Browns are the better team, but I'll take the Texans +2. 8 o'clock on Peacock, Dolphins Chiefs. Tyreek Hill's return to Kansas City. My line is the Chiefs by 5, total 45 and 13/20, and it's 4.5 and 43.5. Everybody and their mother likes the under, and rightfully so because of the weather, but I'm going to take the over. But who wins the game? I'm going to say the Chiefs. All right, Sunday, 1 o'clock on CBS, Steelers Bills. My line is the Bills by 6, total 40 and 9/10, and it's 9.5 and 35. I like the over here, too. I like the Steelers and the over. I love the over in this spot. I know it's probably a weather game, but I do think that the Bills' offense will be ready to go. And I think that Pittsburgh's offense with Mason Rudolph has been better than with Kenny Pickett or Mitch Trubisky this year. And no TJ Watt, so I really like the over. 4:30 on Fox, Packers-Cowboys. And by the way, I think the Bills win that game. My line is Cowboys 9.5, total 45 and 3/4. And it's 7 and 50.5. I like the under. Cowboy defense, I think will play well in this game. The best player on the field might be Micah Parsons. I do like Dallas to cover as well, but I'm going to give out the under for this game. Dallas wins. Sunday night, 8 o'clock on NBC, Rams-Lions. My line is the Lions by 6.5, total 48 and 3/20, and it's only 3 and 51.5. So the question is, where do I go? The under, or do I lay with the Lions? I have Rams futures, so I am going to lay the 3 with the Lions. Do I feel good about it? No. I want to see the Rams move on. This is the pick I don't trust. But if the numbers change, I'll reveal on my emergency show tonight when we talk Belichick. So I'm going to right now lay the 3 at the Lions. We'll hold off on Eagles-Bucks until Monday. Soccer, there's a lot of soccer that we have to talk about with all the leagues returning today. We are not giving out picks because of time. All right, Supercoppa last night or yesterday. Barcelona over Osasuna 2-0. Coppa Italia, Juventus over Frosinone 4-0. All right, Premier League today, 2:45, Burnley, Luton. Tomorrow, 7:30, Chelsea, Fulham, 12:30, Newcastle, Man City. And then Sunday, 9 a.m., Everton, Aston Villa, and at 11:30, Man United and Tottenham. Liga MX is back today, 8 o'clock, Querétaro, Toluca, 10 o'clock, Mazatlan, Athletic, San Luis. Saturday, 8 o'clock, Cruz Azul, Pachuca, 8:05, Guadalajara, Santos, 10 o'clock, Monterrey, Puebla, and Tijuana, America. Sunday, 1 o'clock, UNAM, Juarez, and 7 o'clock, Necaxa, Atlas. German Bundesliga today, 2:30, ESPN2, Bayer and Hoffenheim. Tomorrow, 9:30, Augsburg, Leverkusen, Cologne, Heidenheim, Mainz, Wolfsburg, RB Leipzig, Frankfurt. These are all 9:30 games. Freiburg, Union Berlin, and 12:30, Darmstadt, Dortmund. Sunday, 9:30, Bochum, Bremen, 11:30, Gladbach, Stuttgart. La Liga, 3 o'clock today, Sevilla and Alaves. Tomorrow, 9 o'clock, ESPN Deportes, Las Palmas, Villarreal, 10:15, Mallorca, Celta Vigo, 12:30, Athletic, Real Sociedad, and 3 o'clock, Betis, Granada. And then Sunday, 8 o'clock, Almeria, Girona, and 10:15, Cadiz and Valencia. Serie A, 9 o'clock, Genoa, Torino, and Napoli, Salernitana. 12 o'clock, Verona, Empoli, and 2:45, Monza, Inter Milan. Sunday, 6:30, Lazio, Lecce. 9 o'clock, Cagliari, Bologna. 12 o'clock, Fiorentina, Udinese, and 2:45, Milan and AS Roma. French League 1, 3 o'clock today, Marseille, Strasbourg. Tomorrow, 11 a.m., Monaco, Reims. 3 o'clock, Rennes, Nice. And then Sunday, 7 a.m., Lille, Lorient. 9 o'clock, Brest, Montpellier. Metz, Toulouse. Nantes, Clermont Foot. 11:05, Le Havre, AC Lyon. And 2:45, Lens, PSG. Dutch Eredivisie. 2 o'clock, RKC, Waldwick, and Heracles. Saturday, 10:30, Fortuna, Sparta. 12:45, FC Twente, Zelkbar. 2 o'clock, PZ Zwolle and Heerenveen. And 3 o'clock, PSV and Excelsior. And then Sunday, 6:15, FC Volendam, Mary City. 8:30, Go Ahead Eagles, Ajax. Vitesse, FC Utrecht. And 10:45, Feyenoord and NEC. We don't have the premiership until not next week, but the following week. And then the ELC today, 3 o'clock, Hull, Norwich City. Saturday, 7:30, Coventry, Leicester. 10 o'clock, Birmingham, Swansea, Cardiff, Leeds, Huddersfield, Plymouth. Millwall, Borough, Preston, Bristol City. Rotherham, Stoke. Southampton, Sheffield, Wednesday. West Brom, Blackburn, and 12:30, Ipswich, Sunderland. And then Sunday, 7 a.m., we have QPR and Watford. All right, last but not least, my best bet of the day brought to you by FanDuel. We'll get to the Patriots stuff, obviously, in detail. Tonight. So best bet's actually going to be DraftKings today, only because FanDuel is down for the time being. I guess they're doing maintenance or whatnot. So I'm going to go to college hoops. Actually, no. I actually like an NHL best bet. I lied. I really like the under 6.5 in the Dallas-Nashville game. I'm going to lay a 1/10 of a unit on it. So I'm going to go under 6.5 between Nashville and Dallas for my best bet of the day. Okay, that's it for the show. I'll be back tonight talking Patriots, and then Monday for the regular show. Hope you guys have a great day, everyone.